Wow. Absolutely wow. I mean, this thing, rumors, and so called information was floating around for so many days, and now the time has finally come when Roman Abramovich, the owner of Chelsea Football Club, has finally decided to sell up after nearly two decades of being at this football club. We have been through so many highs and lows, so many trophies won or lost, so many managers coming and going. And wow, it just seems so surreal at this point of time. And look at this statement, the club statement that actually the club statement 2 3 days, I think it was 2 3 days back. It actually said that Abramovich is stepping back a bit. He's handing over the stewardship um, to the trustees who are Bruce Buck, Emma Hayes, etc. Those who are the members of the board, and I we all thought that he was just going to take a step back, so just in case that he doesn't face any sanctions, Chelsea his assets don't get frozen. But now this absolutely dropped like a bombshell. This came like an RKO out of absolutely nowhere, and wow, let's just go to this statement once that came out today, about 3 hours ago. I would like to address speculation in media over the past few days in relation to my ownership of Chelsea FC. As I've stated before, I have always taken decisions with the club's best interest at heart in the current situation. I have therefore taken the decision to sell the club as I believe this is in the best interest of the club, fans, employees, as well as the club sponsors and partners. Just reading that itself made like wow. And to give people context, this is due to the things that are happening when Russia is invading Ukraine, and our thoughts and prayers go out to every single person who is suffering at this point of time, and hopefully everything calms down soon. And allegedly, Abramovich being a direct link to Putin in one way, I think it was like a few years ago. I think if a time came that his assets would be frozen, then Chelsea could. Um, Not sure what will happen. Probably, I don't know, because Chelsea as well, they owe him a debt of 1.5 million or so. And it's absolutely crazy that this is all has happened. Sale of the club will be not be fast tracked but will follow due process. I will not be asking for any loans to be repaid. Wow. He is kind of nullifying the debt that we owe him. We owe him about 1.5 or 2 billion pounds, I think it is, in debt. And that's obviously what he has pumped into the club over the years to get us to where we are now. Whew. Trying not to get teary or emotional, but just that he's been a part of our life so much that it's hard to see when someone like that leaves the club. This has never been about business or money for me, but about pure passion for the game and club. Moreover, I instruct a team to set up a charitable foundation when all the net proceeds from the sale will be donated. This foundation will be for the benefit of all the victims of the war in Ukraine. This includes providing critical funds towards the urgent and immediate needs of victims, as well as supporting long-term work of recovery. Please know that this has been incredibly difficult decision to make. It pains me to part with the club in this manner. However, I do believe this is the best interest of the club. I do hope that I will be able to visit Stamford Bridge one last time to say goodbye to all of you. It has been a privilege to be a part of Chelsea FC, and I'm proud of all our joint achievements. Chelsea Football Club will always be in my heart. This, I really don't know what to say, and it's just this forever will be a part of, say, struggling to put words out of my mouth now. I just don't want to get too emotional because I'm not that person who's invested in, like, emotionally invested in one person or another person overall, or a team, individuals, should I say. I'm mostly invested towards the club and what they have done over the years. And let's just take a look at what Roman Abramovich has achieved in all these years at Chelsea. He's been here for such a long time, and you just look at that. 5 league titles, obviously the one which we have been aiming for a long time. 2 time Champions League winners, 5 time FA Cup winners, 3 times League Cup winners, 2 times Europa League winners, and 2 times winners of the Charity Shield. You look at that: 5, 7, 12, 15, 17, about 19 trophies in the time that he has been here at Chelsea Football Club. Don't want to include the Charity Shield because it's like they're not part of the major honors, so to speak, but still 17 trophies in 19 years and countless managers. I mean, you could literally, um, um, you can't literally name a manager who's been here for more than 2 or 3 years, apart from maybe a Mourinho, because that's how ruthless Abramovich is. He doesn't care who you are, what you are. You may be the greatest thing on this earth, but if you're not performing and if you're not delivering the results, out you go. I don't. There is no place for sentiment, and no place for sentiment in this part of the game. I just want to win, and I will do whatever it takes to win. And he did eventually pump in a few million at the start, but over the past few years, when Roman Abramovich has not been able to enter the country due to his visa issues or whatever, and over the past few years, we have sort of built a self-sustaining model, so to say. Not so much a self-sustaining as you would think, but to be to a certain degree, we are self-sustaining because we do get huge revenue from obviously the Premier League. Now that the TV money has come in, all the revenue is just shooted up to another level. The kids sponsor deals, etc. So it all kind of balances it out. I know people are going to say, "Oh, but you spent 200 million, 230 million in the pandemic." Shut up. Know your facts before you speak. We sold Hazard for about 90 million, just the fee alone. And with add-ons, it comes on to about say 110, 120 million, something like that. We received about 50 million for Morata. We received, I think, about 50 million it is for Palisic. And loan fee, small loan fees here and there, along with the sponsor deals that come in. That around comes it to be 190, 200 million. So and the season before when we had a transfer ban, the money we saved up to it. So in fact, everything kind of balances it out. And those who say, "Oh, Roman Abramovich this, Roman Abramovich that," he's pumped in so much money and he's bought all this success. Every club who is saying that now will not be crying when your owner does the same. I mean, you would wish your owner to do that. If your club had the success as much as we had in the last 15 years, would you care? Obviously, no. If he said yes, then you're lying straight to your teeth. I can tell you that face to face. But the fact that him going now and so many fans are there, being online, so, "Oh, Chelsea are finished. Oh, they are this, they are that." Yeah, that's how much Chelsea have given you nightmares through all these years. Cheers. So yeah, and this just came before Chelsea were about to play Luton Town in the FA Cup round of 16. They won the game. The match review will be out as my second video. This is my first of 2 uploads, so make sure to look out for that. But yeah, this is just so still hasn't kind of sunk in the fact that Roman Abramovich is going to be selling, and there are rumors flying around that he's going to be buying, and it'll be interesting to see who actually is our owner in due course of time. And it's going to be actually surreal the next at least 2 or 3 years, at least for the start of the new ownership, what all they bring to the team, because we all know Roman Abramovich was absolutely ruthless. Will this guy, he or she, be as ruthless as what Roman was? Will they be backing Tuchel in the transfer market? I mean, obviously, it's now Marina now in charge of controlling all the transfers and all the activities now in the absence of Roman. But coming out of this will do take a lot of time, and we will definitely miss Roman Abramovich, because the kind of, not just the trophies, the fact that he has said that I don't need any loans to be repaid and I wish to see all of you at Stamford Bridge one last time, that in it itself says that how much Roman Abramovich cares for Chelsea Football Club, how much he loves the club, and how much he wants to win. Because any other businessman, if he was in 2 billion debt, he could have easily went on and say, "I'm selling this thing. I have to pay up my 2 billion," or you could have ceased to exist, and he could have done that. And we owe him so much debt that it's gonna be so hard to repay it back. And we could go out of business if that would have happened, or I'm not sure what the exact things are, but we could have. The worst case is we could have gone out of business. And for a for someone who's been supporting for 10, 12 years now, and imagine those who have been supporting before 2000s, before even 1990s, there's so many people older than me that like they have been supporting Chelsea all their life, which this badge means. We have all been so emotionally invested that it's hard to see someone like Roman Abramovich say that he has to sell it. And the things that he has done, probably one of the best owners ever. He's definitely Chelsea's best ever owner. I mean, it's without a question. In regards to overall, that's another topic for another day. But yeah, it's gonna take some time to digest the fact that Roman Abramovich will no longer be the owner of Chelsea Football Club, and it'll be interesting to see who comes up next, who he will sell it to, and whether he and Abramovich is very keen on seeing whoever is wants to buy, that he matches the ambition and has enough um, money power to run the club successfully as he did in all these years as an owner. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm excited. I'm shocked. I am. I don't know. Kind of say it's shocked is the only thing you can say at this point of time. But I'm excited for the new ownership that is to be coming at Chelsea Football Club. But because Roman Abramovich, not only has he made Chelsea into a winning unit, he's also made us into a global superpower. Now Chelsea is a pretty much a global football club. You have fans on literally every single platform across the world. We have the trophy list. We are located in prime London. So any billionaire who would want to purchase a football club, they would definitely want to purchase Chelsea Football Club, and it will be interesting to see who buys it. That's about it for me for this video. I will be doing a second upload for the match review for Chelsea versus Luton Town in the FA Cup, which we just about scraped through. And yeah, as I keep saying at the end of every single video, stay safe and wash them hands.